on a second. We're getting there.
Hey, I'm here. You beamed me in. All right. Welcome, Grand Rapids. Thank you for joining us again virtually this evening. I am your host, Haley Dallian.
And I'm your other host, Sean Francis.
And because you may need a pick-me-up this Monday and every Monday, we are delivering the local, national, and world news that you may have missed.
You're welcome, Grand Rapids. This is
NewsFlash.
Ding. Our top story tonight. The CDC has ordered a temporary pause on clinics administering the Johnson & Johnson vaccine due to reports of some individuals experiencing a rare form of blood clot after receiving that specific vaccine. However, a ton of experts worry that this measure of caution may cause more harm in the long run, appearing to justify to those opposed to getting the vaccine out of safety concerns when vaccination rates among adults are already low, and engaging as many eligible adults as possible is crucial to ending the coronavirus pandemic. And so, as a means of helping put into context the rarity of these cases, only 6 reported cases out of 7 million individuals who received this vaccine. Our NewsFlash COVID task force has compiled a list of events that are much more likely to occur than experiencing this side effect after receiving the vaccine. So starting off, we've got being struck by lightning, winning the lottery,
opening a bag of Lay's potato chips that's full to the brim and completely uncrushed. There's also not awkwardly running into your ex at Meijer.
Finding true love on The Bachelor. Matt Gaetz finding a woman of his own age attractive.
Actually paying a GR parking ticket. J.K. Rowling sending a tweet that doesn't make you regret your childhood.
Getting parallel parking correct on the first try. And finally, we see here that your blood is more likely to just clot on its own because it's bored.
So bored.
Go figure.
The vaccine clinic at DeVos Hall is set to make records again, with thousands of citizens scheduled to receive their first or second doses. But experts are advising anyone who has not yet scheduled an appointment that there are many slots available later in the week. So if you're one of those people who was waiting for the hype to die down, don't wait too much longer, because everything must go into an arm.
Mm-hmm. Local meteorologists reporting that a likely snowfall is coming tomorrow night at the quote-unquote perfect time, presumably referring to the fact that we only have one more week to pay tribute to Prince by making his song "Sometimes It Snows in April" come true. Or maybe it's, helping to encourage people to shelter in place just another week longer. Or meteorologists could be just jerks.
Gosh, I hate them, Sean. The Michigan Department of Transportation officially announced that construction season has begun. That's right. In Michigan, it's its own season, because the I-96 bridge I-196 bridge over the Grand River is now closed through July. The MDOT rep excitedly explained the news with a confusingly cheerful demeanor. He must live in Comstock Park. MDOT has released the official reroute of the suggested detour. Surprise, it's the middle finger.
Yep, can't miss it from a mile away. Former NASDAQ executive and orchestrator of one of the biggest Ponzi schemes of all time, Bernie Madoff, passed away at the age of 82. Or is this just his biggest scam yet? As a mean of tribute, Amway lowered their flags to half-mast.
As they should. The Ever Given is still not out of hot waters, even after being dislodged in the Suez Canal earlier this month. The cargo ship is now being impounded by Egyptian authorities until a damages and service fee of $900 million is paid.
Yikes.
Or, for a 15% discount, they can use the promo code STUCK. Out of desperation, however, the crew has started a GoFundMe campaign where donors can receive the following rewards. The first tier is an I stopped international trade for a week and all I got was this lousy t-shirt.
The second tier, you can get your name listed on the treaty broken by Panama and Egypt.
The third tier, a postcard that says, "You're glad you're not here."
The fourth tier, Van Halen will write a fifth verse about you or your business in a re-recording of their hit song Panama.
The fifth tier, an RC ship model of the Ever Given so your kids can cause mayhem in your local waters.
And the top tier, you get to personally sail the boat back in the Suez Canal, and you just pinky promise to not get it stuck again.
Gosh, what a tier to hit.
Indeed. Uber CEO Travis Kalanick announced that the rideshare company would likely be getting into cannabis delivery in the near future. Our NewsFlash reporters have word that this offshoot service is tentatively being called Uber Keef, and their navigation will be in partnership with Weed Maps. For those looking to become drivers, they are going to expand their vehicle standards to allow for VW microbuses. And Uber Eats wants to recreate the traditional dealer experience, so each driver will be hanging out with you for 3 hours after their delivery. And when selling edibles, they might get mixed up with a regular Uber Eats order, so just be careful with that brownie add-on to your Applebee's.
You really got to watch out for those these days.
Exactly.
You never know. But on the other hand, at this time, Uber does not have any official plans to get in on the vaccine delivery game, which makes sense. It's a great idea on paper, but in true Uber Eats fashion, you order a Pfizer, they drop off a shingles. They'll apologize for the mistake and offer to credit your account with a series of painful intramuscular rabies shots instead.
Yeah, tale as old as time. Classic. Tomorrow is 420, the unofficial holiday for all of those who enjoy toking up. And with more and more states and cities making marijuana products legal, a lot of companies are starting to get into the cannabis game. But one brand has yet to make their mark until today, question mark? We have a representative from Kid Cuisine Frozen Meals who is going to maybe break some news for us. So joining us now, Tabitha H. Cuisine. Tabitha, welcome to NewsFlash.
Thank you for having me. This is great. And on the eve of such an important announcement for me and all the kids' cuisiners.
Oh, yeah.
So, Tabitha, you must have an interesting story for our audience. Can you tell us how you first got the idea to really re-kick and rebrand Kid Cuisine?
Oh boy, do I ever. It started slow with the nostalgia kick. People were tuning into reboots of shows. People were streaming Hey Arnold from their couches. Next thing you know, Surge is back. Dunkaroos are back. We see an opportunity. Dare I say, a budding opportunity? We know millennials are spending more time on their couches than ever before, and they don't know how to cook. They miss the kids' cuisine. But that's not all. We saw boozy Capri Suns take off, and we said, we can do you one better. I'm talking cannabis-laden kid cuisine for millennials.
Right.
Yeah, that's an important caveat there, right? Are you planning to put age restrictions similar to you would on a board game or a toy? Are you planning to put that label clearly on your frozen meal boxes?
Absolutely. Right where the skateboarding penguin is, you'll notice that the skateboarding penguin is clearly over 18. That will be very obvious on the box.
Can we get a zoom in on that, Sean, by chance? Or
I don't think we can. I don't think we have that technology, but we can at least get, you see that the penguin there, he's wearing a helmet, which means that he is of sound mind and body. And
safety first.
Safety is his, main priority, as always. Now, one of the other questions that came to mind was, like, what are the different flavor profiles that customers can expect when they purchase this new product?
Glad you asked. We're starting slow with Mary Jane's Mac Attack.
Okay.
Followed by Peanut Blunter and Jelly.
All right.
We are doing a joint venture with chicken nuggets that will be Tokimon shaped.
All right.
And finally, hamburger pizza.
I mean, that's just
self-explanatory.
Right, exactly. Yeah. I do have a question about the Tokemon. So those are, I'm assuming they're chicken nuggets in the shape of various Pokemon. Are they existing Pokemon? Is this going to be a new batch of
they're all going to be Pokemon.
Okay.
Side profile with a little blunt.
Just a little stick of chicken sticking out of their mouth.
Exactly.
Okay.
It took a lot of engineering.
That sounds like a graphic designer's dream or nightmare. I'm not sure which.
Move over, Dino Nuggies.
Okay.
Make room for Tokimon.
Okay. Man,
well,
Pikachu is going to be lit, literally.
Oh,
that's correct.
Love the puns. We love them. Mm-hmm. Well, Tabitha, the penguin, he's cool and all, right? Or they're cool and all. I would imagine the penguin on a longboard, maybe a flannel tied around its waist, right? Fitting into the kids. But do you have any sort of thoughts for the future on other mascots or other ways you can market this? Of course, you're working with big brands like Pokemon. Do you see a space for your own TV series, mascots, toys? How far can this really go?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Glad you asked. For a while, we were considering a turtle. But given all the plastic waste of those tiny trays, we had to kind of move away from that one.
Right, yeah. They probably wouldn't.
Yeah.
Probably didn't. Yeah, it was hard to get any of them to sign on just based off of your history.
It was one time.
Okay, fair enough. Any other maybe sneak previews or anything that people should be expecting? Like when might we start to see these in shelves in stores?
Get this. Tomorrow's the big day.
Really? Wow, this is a big scoop.
Exclusive.
Wow.
All you have to do, go down to your local grocer, reach behind all of the other ones, move the lean cuisine, or as I like to say, devil's lettuce, out of the way.
Sure.
And find the millennial kid cuisine in the back. Take it home. Peel back the wrapper, only halfway. Microwave for 4 minutes and 20 seconds, and you've got yourself an evening.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is almost like a viral marketing.
I can imagine how important that timing is, that extra 20 seconds. It's important.
You don't want a half-baked meal. Or do you?
Yeah, I always had an issue. Like, is it true to form? Is it going to be the case where the brownie that comes with the meal is piping hot on the exterior, but still somehow frozen in the center?
Absolutely.
Okay.
We're talking rock hard edges, weirdly frozen middle, lava interior exterior combo.
We wouldn't want it any other way. I mean, we have to keep the integrity of the childhood memories and the nostalgia, as Tabitha said. I think you can't get rid of that now, can you?
I think you're right. Well, that's all the time, unfortunately, we have. But thank you so much for breaking this story with NewsFlash, Tabitha. And just go digging around in your frozen food section tomorrow. I'm sure all the employees at your local grocer will appreciate, and you just kind of smile and wink at them, and they'll know what's up.
Exactly. Enjoy it with your best buds.
All right.
Yay.
Thanks, Tabitha.
Hey, that was a Happy Feet callback. Just smile and wave, boys. Just smile and wink and grab your kids' lean cuisine.
Those penguins.
Excuse me.
The penguins, they're always coming back.
They are. Well, moving on. So, Harvey Weinstein has been indicted on sexual assault charges in California. However, Weinstein's attorneys say he shouldn't face trial in LA because he's lost teeth and is legally blind. To which the judge replied, "Oh yeah, well, I guess you're just off the hook." Because as we at NewsFlash all know, the desire to harass and assault women is located in the corneas and the molars. In related news, Mucinex is still searching for a new spokesperson.
Ah, I see. Wow, I didn't realize that was him this whole time.
The whole
Man,
time.
learning so much. I didn't know that about the corneas or molars either. That's interesting.
The more you know.
Yeah.
An Australian couple found a venomous snake in their bag of spinach purchased from their local Aldi supermarket. Luckily, by the time they noticed it in the crisper drawer, it had already wilted down to a garter snake.
Ah. That's where the phrase Aldi, Australian for snakes.
Oh, crikey, that's it. Great translation.
Yeah. And now it's time for a new segment we're calling Spill the Tea, Spill the Celebri-Tea, NewsFlash Gossip Corner. Now, today's big story, professional race car driver and former GoDaddy spokesperson Danica Patrick was, quote, broken open after her breakup with NFL quarterback Aaron Rodgers last summer. But in typical fashion, Patrick wouldn't reveal any juicier details unless listeners visited GoDaddy.com for more information. So, tough break there. Patrick discussed the breakup on a recently released episode of the series Running Wild with Bear Grylls. The survivalist Grylls offered his condolences, and he explained how in the event of a future relationship causing her to be broken open, she can just use a tree branch as a makeshift splint. In the days since the episode aired, Patrick shared some beach photos with her new boyfriend and co-founder of meal prep delivery service Freshly, Carter Comstock, and the two look like they're happily enjoying some steamed fresh vegetables and salmon on that sandy beach picnic that they packed. When Aaron Rodgers was asked for comment on the set of Jeopardy, where he had just finished up a 2-week stint serving as guest host, all he could say was, "This isn't news," which unfortunately is not in the form of a question. So, tough break, Rodgers.
Oh, gotta be careful there.
Mm-hmm.
And in space news, NASA's Ingenuity helicopter made history as the first successfully powered flight on another planet this weekend, which will likely soon be followed by the first complaint about not having enough legroom or beverage selection.
All right, and that's going to be it for us this week. We'd like to thank all of our writers for NewsFlash. If you'd like to see your name up here, you can submit your jokes to comedyoutletmondays@gmail.com with the subject line NewsFlash Tips.
Also, be sure to follow Comedy Outlet Mondays on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter to rewatch videos from past shows, get notified of lineups for future shows, find our form submission so you can get your own act on stage, and learn about other ways you can get involved. And now, Grand Rapids, you're welcome.
NewsFlash. See you next week.
See you next week. Bye.
It's going. It's all. We just got a few more seconds.